those long ass days where just got so much crap to do and not enough time. Well, today's one of those days. It's Friday night around 9:30 p.m. By the time you see this video, it'll be Saturday, which means in about T minus 48 hours. I gotta get my ass back to work. My 6 week family medical leave is coming to an end, and it's gone by pretty fast, to tell you the truth. Today's been a pretty long day, or this past weeks have been a long day, but especially today, we had or Bree had her 4 month follow up appointment with the doctor. She turned 4 months a couple days ago, and her vital signs are good. She's in good spirits, clean bill of health. That's all I can ask for. Wonderful news. We also had a play date at the daycare that she'll be going to in about a month, just one time a week for now, and then we'll probably increase it slowly over time. And we've already been there before for a tour, but we had some additional paperwork we had to fill out for her, and also the one of the workers recommended or asked that if we wanted Bree to come in to kind of just chill and observe the actual room that she'll be hanging out in during daycare, and to meet the caretakers that work there. We met them briefly once, but it was kind of good to have her go into the room, and she didn't do much. She was kind of, I think, overwhelmed with all the different faces and the different babies, but I think she's going to adjust very well. And the two workers there, based on my gut feeling, they seem to be have a good head on their shoulders. One of them has like 25 years experience. The other one's been working there for a few years only, but she has overall a lot of experience. And also, what helps me sleep better at night is, nothing's obviously guaranteed. You can only control what you can, but based on my coworker, he's a very responsible adult, and he has a couple of kids that have already been is going there right now, and they've had no problems, and they have very good ratings. They do background checks, the whole 9 yards. So I think Bree's going to be in good hands. So anyway, we had to do that play date. We had the doctor appointment. We also behind these shutters right here is our backyard, and we got an estimate, a proposal to have our backyard redone, backyard renovated. Now our backyard is in good shape, actually. It's just not our style, and we've been in this house now 3 years already. Time goes by really fast. We closed on this house August of 2016. It's already August of 2019, which is just, it just goes to show you how fast time goes. And we probably, in hindsight, should have sorry, I'm looking at my baby on the camera. In hindsight, we probably should have done this prior to having Bree, but things happen, time goes fast, and might as well just try to get it done right now. So we plan on getting a built-in barbecue, a raised deck with a fire pit. I already said barbecue, and a pizza oven, which is something that I've always wanted. So that's going to be kick-ass, because once I get the barbecue going and the pizza oven, I'll be definitely showing you guys and gals some awesome, healthy, and delicious recipes, because nothing beats a pizza oven, and or the old grill. Oh, we might also probably do a fire pit as well. So we're just trying to get all this, all these things taken care of, in addition to just I'm still trying to work out. I mean, I gotta go work out tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is insane. Running errands, just all these small things that you take for granted. I mean, me, I just you don't have so much time, because by the time you eat something and the baby's crying, you gotta attend. But it's all worth it. I've loved becoming a father, and during this 6 weeks, they say it's bonding time, and it's true. I truly feel much closer to Bree, and that's what it's supposed to do. But that being said, I am going back to work on Monday, and overall, I have kind of mixed feelings. On one end, I think it's kind of good to have some balance, because if you just some people that, and if that's how you are, that's fine. But staying homebound all the time, it can just drive you crazy. Now we have taken her out to the mall. She went to get with our in-laws to get some dim sum. Going to the mall, like I said, taking her for walks, doing other things, but it's only so limited with a baby. So it'd be good to just go back, interact with coworkers, and not, just talk with, my baby. I love her to death, but just have some adult conversations, different mental stimulation and for my mind. I mean, that's something that I need. If I don't get that, I just go ape shit. So I think it'll be a good balance, but at the same time, I've never been a person that allows work to define who I am. No doubt, I'm proud of what I do, and I take great pride in making sure I do a good job at whatever job. Even I've always been a workhorse, even now to my first job as working in the school lunch line or at Taco Bell. For my old school subscribers, you've probably seen that, or Popeye's Chicken, Warehouse Music, whatever job that I had to do, I try to do it 110%. That's just always how I've been. But like I said, it just doesn't define who I am. And I think being on this leave has kind of reinforced the idea of what's truly important in life. Of course, you need to work to pay bills and stuff like that, but I'm looking for an exit plan. I mean, because I don't know for sure, but at least when I'm in my mid-50s, I'm planning on, I wouldn't say fully retiring, but probably doing something else, because although my job is rewarding, it can be very depressing and it can just get very stressful at times. I mean, who knows, maybe it'll change, but I might see myself doing something a little bit more fun. I don't know, personal training, some other stuff, although I might do some personal training. I've been saying that for years, but it's just not enough hours in the day. But not to say I couldn't do it, but I guess we'll see. Just something that's a little bit less stressful, because I think I deserve it. So I've been really focusing on my financials, or I've always been a fairly financial aware of my financial what would you call it, situation. I've always been on top of my financials, as they say, but I want to save more aggressively, and maybe I'll do some. I've thought about doing some other videos on that maybe in the future, because it's all about quality of life. And this being Health and Fitness channel, I always try to help you guys and gals, but I think there's some other things that I can bring to the table, so to speak, and finances is one thing, because I want financial freedom, and money doesn't buy happiness, but financial freedom is something that we should all be trying to obtain. Other than that, that's about it. I don't want to make this video too long. My daughter's made some great progress. She's gone from her back to her belly, and she did that before 4 months old, which is way ahead of the curve, which is awesome. The one thing that you need to worry about, according to experts, is when your baby goes from their back to their belly. If they're unable to go from their belly back to their back, it can be problematic and increase their chances of SIDS, which is an acronym for Sudden Infant Death Syndrome. And essentially what that means is when your baby sleeps on their stomach, it compromises their breathing, and experts recommend you going into the room and putting them back on their back. So when you do that, most babies just absolutely hate it. I mean, you'd probably hate it too if you like sleeping on a certain way and someone kept grabbing you and moving you around. You'd get cranky. So to make a long story short, there was one night where she was constantly just flipping back and forth, and we were going in and out all night. It was just so brutal, so exhausting. It was so tiring to the point where my poor wife, she got a really bad migraine the following day, and she literally was like throwing up, and it just was really bad. But the good news is that Bree is able to go from her back to her stomach, back to her back. If your baby's able to independently do a full rotation on her own, they say that it's okay and you don't have to go in constantly. And she recently started going from her back to her belly, back to her back. So it just, God bless her, thank God, because if I could not deal with this lack of sleep, is just killing me. The whole thing with the SIDS, the sudden infant death syndrome, I'll probably get into that in another video because there's some, I should say, I have some skepticism about it, but I don't want to talk too much about it until I truly do my research because I don't want to talk out of my ass. And I don't want to make this video too long. It's already getting too long. But I think that it's slightly blown out of proportion. But I'm not going to compromise our daughter's health, obviously, and her life. So I was able to follow what the experts recommend. But I don't have to worry about that anymore because she could flip both ways. So I'll save that probably for another video. Anyways, that's my time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching this video. If you made it this far, that's pretty hardcore of you. It's much appreciated. It's getting late already, and I gotta go to sleep soon. I need to unwind. Keep you guys updated if there's any other crazy revelations, but pretty much the same stuff. I can't wait to show you the backyard though. Once it's done, it's probably be a few months though. Show you the finished product, and maybe be able to do some vlogs outside too. I don't like to sometimes because our neighbors are very close, and I'm a little self-conscious speaking in public. But if the weather's very nice and I feel like I'm a little frisky and in the mood, I'll probably do some vlogs from a nice view from outside, maybe right by the pizza oven. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.